lot.
What do you do with $92 million? I mean,
So someone has to be there, like 10, like exactly 10.
I truly think that she doesn't know how many cousins she has. That at the end of the day, when the wedding is over, everyone goes home, and all the
Alright. For our listeners, it's been a while. It's been, I don't know, for weeks. But we did have a special episode last week. We have an all Bisaya episode. But this one is, should we say, also special because we're back to our simplest, what do you call this, structure, should I say?
yeah,
Like, yeah, the basics. And then what's for listeners, what good thing about this structure is we get to talk about fights again because we know how fights are. Just
yeah, no women.
we're back to the other F, the fight sports. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Fatafit and we're back. So how's everything going, Adam?
Oh man.
When was the last time we did this?
Well, I think the last time I did
Like a
it
month?
was the Hot Ones challenge, if I'm not mistaken.
So that was like November,
Yeah.
early November.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a while. There's just a string of things that kept us away from the podcast on both sides,
Mhm.
you know, you and me, and then you had the Filipino special episode.
Oh yeah, we did that with Galay and Isa. I was hoping Ryan could join, but he wasn't able to wake up. So
That can
Yeah.
be hard. Yeah, waking
Yeah.
up is difficult. And
mhm.
we're morning people over here, so the mornings work great for us. But,
Yeah.
you know, we do have two crazy kids that require at least one parent to watch them. So,
To be up.
yeah, that's
part of
okay.
it. Yeah.
It's good to be
It's
back
been-
because this is,
Yeah.
you know, we're getting close to the end of the year, believe it or not. So
Yeah.
this might be one of the last few podcasts that we do before the end of the year. We'll
Mhm.
do at least one more before we go to the Philippines.
Yeah, we
but
hope so.
it's coming
Yeah.
up soon.
Well, or if we can't, hopefully we can have one like live, like everyone in here. That would be a good idea. Hope so. I hope we have time to like do that. It's just a day, and it's easy to set up. Oh, it's not very easy, but I can find ways to set up. I have the mics, I have the cameras, so yeah. Well, surely we should. Yeah, we should be able to do it. I hope so. We find the time because I didn't really have much time off for December. So I'm planning time
Yeah.
off the year after. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I think we could definitely fit it in because we don't have much plans. You know, we have one or two big plans, obviously. But
Of course, what are you gonna do New Year's? No, nothing.
yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
the
Yeah.
Philippines and New Year's. No, just stay at the.
It's just going to be, you know, low key. But I mean, I think we'll struggle to fill up the days. So it'll have to be one of those weekend days. But we'll figure it out. We'll work it out. And
Yeah,
even if it is
sure.
like, we could do a weird podcast where, even if we're not in the studio, we could like, I don't know, we could
Could
just
find
we
a
could
place,
do it
yeah.
somewhere weird,
Yeah.
and have terrible audio, or just like
Yeah,
film
we
a
could, like,
video or something.
Hi everyone, you heard it like winds, like
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
unwatchable. Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
We'll be there. We'll be on your side of the world. We're very excited for that.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's been kind of. Has it been busy? Yeah, I was hoping Izo could join us earlier. It has been, but I think we've structured because the important parts are already, should I say, done. You know, those permits and all. So
Yeah.
it's now up to those details where I have much appreciation now for people who plan their wedding remote because I have a coworker before when I was working back in Texas, and she said she's gonna get married this month, but she was in Texas, and then so I think she was just contacting, I don't know, friends in the Philippines, just to set it up. So I have much appreciation of her. Like I want to ask her, like, how did you do it? 'Cause there's so much details where, and then when Isa brings it up or the planner brings it up, oh yeah, I haven't thought about that. Yeah,
It's a lot.
how should the place, like what decorations should we? Yeah, I haven't really thought about that.
and you can't see it and you can't feel it. It's really hard, and like that's exactly what Glyza did. She planned the whole wedding
Oh yeah, yeah, because she was there,
remote.
right? And then yeah,
Yeah, it was very weird. And
it,
then we had this weird thing. It wasn't a big thing, but it was COVID. That was. No, this is a joke.
I think
It was
it
a
was
massive
just,
thing. It was
you
like
know,
creeping on the doorstep.
in case everyone. In case everyone doesn't remember, there was a big thing that happened
Yeah,
last 2020.
and it was like it was this glooming like this figure that was looming in the distance, like COVID
Yeah,
19, COVID 19. Like, are we worried? Yeah,
yeah.
maybe we
What
should
is
be
it?
worried. And obviously, that didn't help. And then I flew out my family,
Yeah,
white people that have never
yeah.
flown outside of like the United
Outside of
States
the
before.
U.S. and then
So so it could be worse. I always will tell you that it could be worse. You are in a
mhm.
very comfortable position to.
Yeah, in
Hopefully, there's not
terms
a
of
global pandemic that comes between now and then.
oh, yeah, it would be very well. It would be such a what do you call this? I don't know
What's
how
the
to
word?
describe it.
Horrible.
It's like the odds are really against you if something would happen like in that specific.
Yeah.
Like, come on, it's looking so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just remember in your wedding. I wasn't here, but it was just the. I think it was just the week before the country did the lockdown. So
Yeah.
it's like the last few events in the country that happened, and then Isa was telling this story where his brother was already like, because uh, we don't know about COVID. You read about stuff that it's gonna lock down, it's gonna be that contagious, blah blah, it's deadly, and then there's Isa going to a wedding, and there's her friends, having a party. So that's why I think it somewhat like I would understand. Like it
Yeah.
would piss some of your family members. Like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you still out? And
Yeah.
then because there's I think there's how many like seven people in their household. So yeah, I would understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
yeah, it'll work out fine. So
It
good
did,
thing.
and I think
Mhm.
like it was important for us to do it in the Philippines, to do it in the Catholic Church, to
Mhm,
have.
mhm.
It's much easier for my family to get in an airplane and fly over than for all of
Yeah, Glyce's.
Glyza's.
Yeah, Glyce's. Yeah.
The Filipinos,
Mhm.
the amount of cousins that she has. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
don't think. I actually
Eh,
truly think that she doesn't know how many cousins she has. Like she can't count them all.
It's
So it's and then
yeah.
the
Yeah.
guest list kept growing and growing.
Oh yeah, that's always we're I mean, lucky enough. I hope. My fingers crossed. I hope no one like really adds something because it's always those. Um, like I don't want to talk. It's a common story. Like it's not. It's usually not the bride or the groom adding guests. It's
Yeah.
the your parents or your somewhat your close. Like you also have you already have an idea of your guests in mind. Oh, I'm gonna have this uncle in here for sure. He's gonna be there. For just his aunt's gonna be there, and then the list is gonna grow. And then sometimes
Yeah.
maybe your parents gonna ask like, hey, can we invite blah blah? Because I really want her to be there. Like, and then
If you
there's
invite
that
them, then they
awkward.
have to be invited. Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
it's not just
yeah,
one. Like especially if they're married, right? It's so hard to just no, just my cousin, just my
yeah. No one
blood
else.
related.
Nothing personal. I don't hate you. And then they're gonna take
Yeah.
it personal because they'll be like, "Oh well, how dare you?
Mhm.
You're not gonna invite me. I
Yeah.
changed your diaper once when you were,
Oh no no so stop. Like
like, dude,
I was watching over you when your mom was out this this time in the year when you were still young. There's those stories come.
dude, get
Yeah,
out of here. Uh,
it's always those relatives where there's relatives I have in mind where because I see them often, especially when I go back home to like Butuan City where because that's where I grew up, and then when I go back home, I see this certain cousins, uncles, and so that's what I have in mind, and then yeah it's those tough decisions. I wouldn't say it's quite not really that hard of a decision for me because they have to fly in, right? So if
yeah,
they really want to be in the wedding, they have to fly in.
I had to commit to
Those
it. Yeah,
they have to commit to it. Yeah, it's not it's not stuff. Yeah, but hopefully
and not
yeah,
just a
it's fine.
grab car. They,
Yeah, it's
but
not just a taxi ride, but
yeah,
you just pick your cell phone. Hey, I'm gonna go to the wedding, and then
yeah. No, it's not a
yeah.
spur of the moment thing. But I think it's important to say this because an event like in a wedding, and this is advice to anybody who is yet to be married or plans on being married, like the event can get bigger than you, and you can
Oh
start to
yeah,
lose the meaning of it all.
yeah.
Like, because it is, in a way, more than just about you. It's a celebration of everyone that supported you and got you there, and like that's all true.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget that at the end of the day, when the wedding is over and everyone goes home and all the trash is cleaned up and the decorations are put down,
Mm-hmm.
it's you and your soon to be wife. And
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you're both enjoying the process and that you're excited about the process, because it's easy to lose that excitement because it's so stressful.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that
Mm-hmm.
ground layer of like, it's about
Yeah,
us at the end of the day.
yeah.
We're doing it for the right reasons. We're not doing it because we feel like we have to. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's maybe easier said from a guy's perspective, because typically we don't do as much of the planning.
Yeah,
Like, hey, just chill out. It's all
yeah,
good, you know.
yeah, yeah.
But like, let's
Yeah.
just don't make it so stressful, because it can be, and
Mm-hmm.
there is always going to be stress tied to it. Um,
Yeah,
but easier
yeah.
said than done.
Especially when, yeah, like I think I said earlier, when Isa or the planner brings up something like, yeah, I haven't think about that, and then you think of your schedule. Yeah, I'm working this time, so I have to find time to do this. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just and then our like both of our work just got crazy all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's like
Great. Yeah.
teasing. It's like teasing you, right? Like, what? Why are we doing this much? I thought it's gonna be easier because it's December. Should be close to the holidays. Why are these stuff popping up? Yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's even like I can even think of it's almost like a test if you really want to get married. It's sort of
Oh yeah.
it even feels like because there's gonna be like issues gonna pop up. So yeah, how badly do you really want to get married? Of course, sure, but it's just a thing that I found like it's a lot of unexpected stuff that keeps popping up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But and
Mm.
another thing that's easier said than done is like, focus on what you can control and ignore the things that you
Mm-hmm.
can't. And that's like,
Yeah.
that's life in general. Let
Mm-hmm.
go of the uncontrollables. Is it going to rain that day? Is there a
Oh yeah,
hurricane going to come? An
I don't even want
earthquake?
to think
Like,
about that. Yeah.
yeah, no, dude, just get,
Yeah.
like, who
Yeah.
cares? And if it does, it does. It's in
Yeah.
God's hands. You know, that's like,
Mm.
um,
Those,
you know,
those part. Yeah.
just
I
throw it out there.
I just try to think that a lot of crazy stuff has already happened like earlier part of the year. So I hope our city like, gets a break.
Yeah,
It's
we've already checked
like
all the
yeah,
boxes. Like, we've
yeah,
had
yeah, there's
enough crazy stuff.
earthquake, typhoons, floods, and it was all like within the year. So yeah, I'm hoping I wish we should have like, such a break for like even I don't want to say months because it's so tragic. So I just give it a few years.
Yeah, well,
No, yeah.
statistically speaking, it shouldn't.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
um, you can, if you
The-
want to go like the data route, like, it's
yeah.
probably not gonna. But if it does, like, it does, and like that's part of the story. Like, my,
Hmm.
like, I had that freight train of stress, which was the global pandemic,
Yeah.
and it ended up, it was super stressful, and we had to get earlier flights home. And we didn't do our
Hmm.
what do you call it, honeymoon? Like, we never had that. We got an earlier
Were
flight
you
home,
supposed to
and
do it within the country,
yeah, we were gonna go to
like within
Siargao
Philippines? Oh, okay.
and surf and
Mm-hmm.
just have fun. And that was like really what got us through the wedding, because we were like, oh, at least we're going to Siargao.
Sure. Yeah.
And
And then
you know,
turned
that
out
was over.
like
And then we
the
spent the
world
next,
closed.
oh yeah,
they were,
then
they were
and then we
just like,
spent
no.
yeah, it's over. And then the next 4 months we spent in a 500 square foot apartment in Miami. But but it was very quick that we looked back and laughed about it, and we were
Hmm.
like, what a story. Like, now I have a crazy wedding story. So if anything, do it for the story. Whether it's good or
True.
bad, you'll have a story to tell.
You have a story to tell, a fun one. Well,
Fun
because
one.
we're already at ending. Yeah,
It's
that's good. That's good. Yeah.
yeah. So are you still doing jujitsu? Are you still active in the community?
Not in the past months. I'm not. Maybe the earliest I could get back is next year.
Okay.
Hoping. Yeah, if we settled, we need to settle down in a place and then have everything, because we have to move stuff. I wasn't even thinking about moving stuff around. Like we're just focused on the wedding, but we have a place like to stay after the wedding. It's just her stuff, my stuff in here because I have to change. I have to live in like where my mom lives, but because it's a bigger place, so we have more space. I have to move that drum set here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're gonna have like a new, and it's not a studio. It's like a living room where I can put lights. That's actually part of my. Where am I gonna put the studio? And there's a room in there, but I can't really, like I can't use it because it's a room where there's a lot of a multi-purpose room where
Yeah. Yeah. It's
sometimes
not
your mom
just
like
yours. Yeah.
irons clothes in there, or maybe do a workout in there and all stuff. And then I remember like, well, I can actually do a podcast like in the living room setup. There's people who does that, just like couches and then
Oh yeah.
with my window. Yeah. It's crazy
As,
that that was the first thing that one of the things that in my mind, like, where am I gonna do the
where's my
podcast?
studio?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, and I know you're probably so upset with us because we have yet to set up our thing, but we have the lights. If you think of our bedroom here, like I'm in the corner of the bedroom, there's the bed behind me. We're gonna have the lights right here
In front, it's
on
good to
this
be
wall,
in front, yeah.
and then it's gonna be shining on our face.
Yeah, and top down,
then-
yeah.
Yep, and then we'll put like probably blackout curtains here. So it's coming together. Just bear with us.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
We just have to put it all together.
Yeah. The lighting is good there because it's morning, so at least you get half.
Yeah.
You can
Oh, yeah.
unlike when we did before when it's morning in here and then evening there. Like if you just have like bad lighting, it's just gonna get
It's just
bad all throughout the hour. Yeah.
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 I mean, that's probably part of the podcast story is like Louis and Dale, when we had Dale, is like the most crisp, clean,
Yeah, it's
great
like
setup
most
ever.
consistent.
And then
Consistent to like
Yeah.
I'm having problems, you're having problems, and Dale's just like in there sitting, and then that's it.
yeah.
Mine's
So are we
working.
ready?
I
Are
don't know
we
what's
ready to
wrong with you
record?
guys.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you guys?
I'm filming like potato quality, like 420p. Like
It like changes every other episode. Like like it's working now. The next episode, like, oh no, what happened? So why is this different?
dude, and like I sat down to log in at 9 because I'm very punctual, and I don't have Google Chrome. It just deleted off my computer. I must have deleted it, so I had to re-download Google Chrome because
Oh, wow.
I don't think Riverside likes any other.
Yeah,
Browser.
yeah.
So-
a browser.
Anyway,
Likes
love you,
Chrome.
Riverside. By the way, we love you. You're
Yeah,
great.
very good. Yeah,
No
they've added more
complaints.
features now. A lot of AI stuff. I don't really use most of them, so I didn't really maximize it. I still use the same thing that we do. We record through it, and I use my own spin. One thing though, when we're doing the Bisaya episode, is it's hard to edit because it cannot really, transcribe.
Oh yeah,
Cebuano
I didn't think
there.
about that.
So when I tried to like search for which part when we talk about it, it's like, oh no, it's
Bisaya is.
hard.
I'm like, why is Bisaya? I mean, I get it that there's so many languages in the Philippines, but it's not a major language. Like, I tried to do Duolingo to learn
Mhm.
Bisaya, and it's only Tagalog. It's not.
Yeah, like it's the national language is it's Filipino, like if the actual definition, but it's based on Tagalog is like the basis of it. So it's for, let's just say there's dialects in the country,
Mhm.
and then I'm trying to remember, like it was one of our lessons, Filipino lessons in college, where they say a lot of people, there's more people who can understand Bisaya. I think that's how it went. Like there's more people who can understand it, but like a lot of people can speak Tagalog in a way. So that's why how they made it the national language. And then I know there's also stories which I don't know if it's true or there's conspiracy, because of course the government officials in that time were mostly from the capital. So of
Yeah.
course they're gonna pick their own, own language. So that's how it went through. But they say that in terms of native speakers, there's more. I think in terms of number, there's more really who can speak Bisaya. So yes, it's not one of the major ones.
It's hard to learn. Like, and I don't have. Yeah, it's like you don't have the resources out there to learn it, and it's not promoted. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad being married to a Filipino for so long and not knowing.
Not knowing. Maybe
I
just
know the same amount of words that I do
not
like within
really
the
as the
first
same.
6 months, but
You can't do the
Whatever.
conversation.
I can't, man. And that, but it does make it easy, or it doesn't motivate me as much because everyone in the Philippines
We'll
knows
try
English.
to, of
So,
course,
like,
yeah.
So like, if they're gonna meet me
Yeah.
halfway, I'm not. I don't know.
And
Like,
the foreigners I know that learns it are mostly priests, because they have to, you have to preach
Oh
in
yeah.
here, and then I believe there's schools in here, so I don't think they do it online, but there's actual schools here where mostly foreigners. So and there's just a lot of them who can speak fluent Bisaya now, especially those when you go to church, hear mass, and then when it comes to the homily, it turns out like the the priest where he looks foreigner, but speaks to you in Bisaya, like, and
Yeah.
not even those type where you can say, oh, he's learning. No, he can, like, when you listen to him, like, oh, he's fluent. There's still that
Like
accent, of course, but it's fluent. Like he can,
yeah.
uh, like speak. We can have conversation with him with Bisaya. So
I'd love to
it's
get
most,
foreign in it. I'd have to live there. Like I think you need to be like
yeah. You need to use it daily, or you have to be in a situation where you have to, you know, speak, um use the language, and then you can even, like, you even have to, like, force yourself, like, as you said,
yeah.
like, there's people in here when you see a foreigner, like, of course gonna speak,
Yeah.
like, hey my friend,
Don't speak English. Don't do this
yeah,
to me. Speak Messiah.
yeah,
Eventually,
yeah,
I will learn it. I promise. Well,
yeah. I just
we'll
have
see.
words.
I also said I'd eat balut, but I don't know if I'm gonna
um
actually follow through on that promise
yeah,
either. So
it's
it's
hard, so
empty
maybe there,
promises.
yeah, maybe there's gonna be a, excuse me, there's just a point your realize gonna say, maybe I'm gonna try it now, maybe now's the time. No, you're gonna get Liza, and let's gonna eat balut. Your babe, we're
Yeah.
in the US. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah. No. 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 I had a
Yeah.
lot of pressure to do that last time I was
Yeah.
there. Oh
Yeah.
man,
The key
not
is not to
happening.
look at it, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like I said, maybe it will just come to you like, maybe I'm just gonna do this challenge today. I've
Yeah. If I hate
I've
myself,
or maybe you've accomplished a lot already. Like, what haven't I done yet? And then just gonna pop in your mind, balut.
yeah.
Or maybe when maybe Easy grows up, hey dad, maybe try. Just gonna try.
Yeah, I'll do it
I've
with her.
I've
If Izzy does it, I'll do
I've
it.
tried it. Yeah, I went back home to mom's, and then they let me try this, and it's actually good. I mean, I probably could convince you, and turns
Yeah,
out it's bad. It's gonna be, ah, that fool you.
I'll wait
And
until
then,
then. Honestly,
yeah, you
um,
wait until Maddie like ask you like, hey,
yeah,
you just
it'll
you just try to
definitely.
stretch the goal. Like, no, I'm gonna do it next time. No, maybe when Maddie's grown up,
No, I'm
you
never.
kept pushing it.
I will tell you this: I will not try it when I come this in a couple weeks. But one thing I really am looking forward to is the Filipino buffets, the breakfast buffet,
It's
like
yeah,
Marco Polo.
mm,
Damn, dude, I
it's
am
good.
so excited for that. I just can't wait. I'll probably
Yeah,
eat a
just
buffet every day that I'm there.
well, the sad, not really. Oh yeah, it's a sad thing because those buffets are getting expensive, like almost every year. Like they're
Oh,
so good,
really?
but they're getting expensive. But I like Abaca. There's a, I don't know if you've tried there. Maybe you and Glyza can go there because they have a good breakfast and lunch buffet. It's not as expensive as those. I think it's even cheaper than Marco Polo, and then but they have. I like their breakfast. It's a their name is Abaca Baking Company. It's more
Oh
on
yeah, I know that.
pastries.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it's based out there, but they have a specific location where they have a breakfast buffet, and then yeah, it works for me. I like
Um,
I think they have their own bacon. What's
I,
special in there. Like I think they grow their own pork.
All right, we'll try Abaca.
Yeah,
Viking is another one, right?
yeah. It's still because I've got news that, oh, it's better now. They have a new chef. They have a new menu. But when I went there for, yeah, just this, I think 2 3 weeks ago. It's still good. It's not bad. It's just I was maybe I was we were expecting it to be, way better because they were saying, oh, we have a new dish, we have new chefs, blah blah. But when we were there, like, it's still it's not as, I don't know, it's not as what do you
Oh
call this?
man,
The change is not that what do you call it? So big that you were gonna, wow, it's a new Vikings, no. Yeah. But it's
yeah.
still good. Yeah.
I remember it
Oh,
was
you're
really
gonna
hyped
gain.
up when I was there. What was that? Like 2022, maybe?
'Cause I think it's still new back then,
Yeah,
those years, because it was just in Manila, and then they had a branch there. So it was, I mean, even now, still like a lot of people. You can't
it was in
even,
that mall. Yeah,
yeah, you can't really
SM.
walk in. Oh, I mean, you can walk in, but you have to be there earlier. Like me and my team, we didn't have a reservation, so someone has to be there.
Yeah,
Like we're
yeah,
doing lunch, So someone has to be there like at 10, like exactly 10 when the
Yeah.
mall opens. Someone has to walk, do that brisk walk from the entrance to
Oh yeah.
the Vikings, and then go to the counter. Hey, we're gonna walk in. We're 7 people, blah blah, and then they're gonna do alternate like reservation and walk in, reservation, walk in. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to
It was
sacrifice
intense.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to sacrifice John in Glass's family. I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you
It
didn't
was
have
it was
reservations
epic.
to like, yeah,
It was like an all day
yeah,
thing. Like our whole day was centered around that buffet.
yeah.
But
Because in order to maximize it, you have to stay there at least until 2 p.m. You know, and then they have
yeah.
beer too. So it's
Yeah, they had
you
beer.
have
Yep.
to,
Yep. I'm
yeah,
excited to drink Red Horse. Oh man, San Mig.
yeah,
Dude,
in there,
we're gonna
yeah,
do some yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be
yeah.
awesome.
You're not working, right? Is
And I'm not
Kaisa
working
working?
like no, dude, no
No.
way. Like there's no way she could if she
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to.
yeah. I
She
forgot we're not the same company anymore. So
no, she left your company. And that's why I love the Philippines because I'm always in vacation mode when I'm there. Like
Mhm.
sometimes the biggest plan of the day is like, where are we gonna get coffee? And when
Glyza did
ha-
say that. Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
it's a big
it,
deal for me because I'm
yeah.
addicted to coffee. But I love um 'cause I love my kids, but when
Mhm.
you work all day and you come home mentally and physically depleted, you're you know, you're not 100% and you have 2 or 3 hours before it's bedtime and it's really hard to give them what they need, you know.
Mhm.
And the weekends are great, but um to be in vacation mode and give your children all of you for the best hours of the day for like 2 weeks straight. That's what I'm really
Mhm.
excited about because our family can really just be a family and just hang out together.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to remember when they grow up. Like they're not going to remember Monday through
Mhm.
Friday putting shoes on, going to
Yeah.
school. They're going to
School
remember like,
dropping in
oh,
there, going
yeah,
back
like,
after school there. Yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
we were in the Philippines. We went to this buffet and, you know, mommy ate a weird
Mhm.
egg thing that looked like a hatched bird. Like
I
they're
don't
going to
know.
remember
Glyza's
that.
gonna show it too. They're gonna get
So look,
traumatized. What's that?
oh
Oh,
man,
it's
a look,
yeah,
I show people on the internet the picture of it, and I'm like, because anyone
yeah.
who
That
knows anything about the Philippines, they'll bring it up. It's like, have you ever tried
have you
balut? It's like,
tried?
no, dude, punch
No.
you in the
He's
throat.
like, I don't. I don't have to. Cha! Wah! Don't bring
Wait,
up that word again. Yeah.
yeah, don't ever. Wait, perfect segue,
Yeah.
perfect segue. Speaking of punching,
Punching someone. Yeah.
there's an event
Yeah.
that's
It's
happening next
crazy.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That normally I wouldn't buy into this celebrity matchup boxing
Mm-hmm.
like uh exhibition type stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
like I heard Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are having an exhibition fight, which like I couldn't care less about that. Like that's
Yeah.
garbage. But here we have two people. I don't want to call
Mm-hmm.
them in their prime, but like age wise, like
Yeah.
right?
They're still.
Are they
Yeah.
in their
They're still
prime?
in there. Not maybe Jake
Maybe
Paul is in his still his
so.
prime.
Joshua's a little older.
But Joshua
Right?
is a little older, but I wouldn't really say he wouldn't say he's out, right? Especially at that weight class, like heavyweight. I'm even surprised because the first time I heard about it, I thought they were just setting it up or maybe hyping Joshua, or just to have some people talk about it. And then when I try watch Netflix, it's like it's in there, like it's coming soon, like
Yeah,
Jake Paul versus
like they're
Anthony
really
Joshua. Like,
doing
oh
it.
wow, he's really doing it, and then it's at heavyweight. So of course, being seeing those celebrity type boxing matches. So is this gonna be another Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones, where you know it seems they have a little agreement,
Yeah, it's
when
like a sparring match kind of
it's
thing.
like as a gentleman's agreement, like don't hit my head. If you have a clean shot, don't do a follow up, those kind of stuff. But I look at it, it's 8 rounds and then 3 minute round, so it's pretty significant. Um it's still a professional bout,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's a big thing. Like it's a long time, 3 minutes. It's like the regular round, but 8 rounds is fine. So
Yeah, I
and
didn't
I
know the
didn't.
details. 8 rounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 8 rounds, 3 minutes. But I didn't even know Jake Paul can go up that heavyweight. Oh, that weight,
Yeah, how
at the
big is
heavyweight.
he really? I don't. I mean, his
I,
brother's
I've,
bigger than him, I thought, but
mhm.
I don't know, man. Like, how do you not like? I think.
Maybe he's not cutting weight, right? He's
Well,
just like
yeah,
bulking up.
maybe yeah, just bulking up, but like,
Mm-hmm.
so cardio will be a concern. But man,
Yeah.
dude, how is death not a concern? Like he could die
Yeah,
legitimately,
because
and there's a betting line on that, like which is I would never bet on someone to die, but you can actually place a bet on
someone like
if
ends like to have a tragic.
if he dies.
Really? Someone would.
Maybe that was a joke, but someone said that.
Okay, that was
That seems
crazy.
really
Like,
bad.
it's crazy that they put it in there as an option for betting, and then it's crazier that someone would actually. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
possible. Yeah,
yeah,
and he
he is
puts
gonna
money on it.
die.
Yeah,
Oh my
like
god!
how
And then to be rooting for that, yeah. But like he should be
it's.
very concerned about his health, though.
Yeah,
Because
because even the. If it's a heavyweight, I would understand because he was fighting Ben Askren before, Tyron Woodley, and then the criticism was always it's always a smaller, right? Like in the
yeah, it was like a
same of like
YouTuber.
a YouTuber or
Uh,
even just a like the frame. Like he's in his past fights, I always say like it's just he's always like the bigger guy in that
yeah,
matchup, and now he's actually the smaller guy and one who's not a joke too. Like it's a real
real
uh
deal, dude. This guy
yeah,
knocked
real
out
deal like
Francis Ngannou. Remember?
yeah, and then he even a guy who has accolades, right? He's been champion before, and it's not even. I saw his like older fights. He's a real boxer. So I hope there's no like gentleman's agreement on the side. I hope so. I hope it's gonna be like a real match.
I hope so.
But we don't know. It's actually I think it's the entire like money they're gonna get paid is like I think for both of them it's 186 million. I just looked it up like earlier. So it's like they have like 90, 92 each, something like that. So which is a big
God,
deal with some. So imagine having like 90 million. So I don't
I
know what
mean,
his plans are. Are they gonna retire afterwards or yeah, it's
I
a huge
mean,
amount of money. I don't know how they spend though.
I
It's just
mean,
gonna
but
they're
what
gonna buy a
like
yacht.
what do you do with $92 million? I mean, if you're, I wouldn't fight Anthony Josh. I
I don't think if maybe because maybe I will not enjoy that. Yes, I have 92, but you have brain damage and then just gonna live for
oh
three
yeah, that's what I was
years.
about to say. Yeah, like sorry, someone called me just now
Oh,
on
I was just
FaceTime,
tuning.
but
Right.
I was trying to ignore it. But yeah, like well, I wouldn't get paid $92 to potentially
Dollars.
die. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't like your life would be altered after that. You wouldn't be able to. You'd be the same person.
Even if you're not KO'd, I think if there's a couple of jabs from, because heavyweights can knock you out even with jabs, like a clean
Yeah,
jab.
dude, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he knocked out Francis Ngannou. That's
yeah.
enough to be like
And Francis is even huge. Like he's a big guy. Right.
big, dude.
Yeah. And haven't been knocked out before that time. Right. So
So
you would
what? How do you
expect.
see this? Like, assuming, I think we'll have to assume that it's a real fight because if there's, so assuming it is a real fight,
Real fight.
how do you see this ending? Like, what would be your prediction?
I think just a third round, Joshua's gonna hit him with. I don't think it's gonna be like a. No, actually, think about it. It's probably the same as Francis. And
Was that first round? Like, when I can't recall when
no, I
Francis
don't think
got.
it was first. I think it was second or. Let me. We can just.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure we have all the internet access to the
Yeah,
internet
like
here.
just quickly bear with us, listeners.
Yeah.
When did this? Oh gosh.
It's it had to have been early on.
Second round.
Second round.
Second round, yeah. God, thank you, AI. AI is so fast now. Like Google AI is so fast. Like they put the needed details in there, and then that's it. Yeah, second round. So it's probably second or third, but depending. But I think in terms of boxing skills, maybe Jake Paul is good, but maybe he has a strategy of just I hope he doesn't do like the Mayweather thing where just engage and then back off entire
Yeah.
round. Yeah.
I mean, I'll have
Huh.
to. I mean, I don't know how they like gave the okay for this fight. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that
a
too.
commission that has to say like,
Mhm.
yeah, this is a competitive fight. Like, this is really on the borderline of I
Yeah,
mean,
how do
Netflix.
you?
Like, and what if he dies? Netflix is gonna have to cut the live stream. You know, like
I
what?
know they're prepared for that. They're probably prepared for that, right? Such a big company. They have like planned. Okay, guys,
Yeah,
let's just say the, you have the cut switch. The the
yeah, like
yeah,
you
they have
know,
to do it really quickly. It's gonna be live. Like there's gonna be millions around the
millions,
world,
bro.
watching.
And most of his other fights, like I think I watched maybe one or two of his fights, but I didn't go out of my way, especially when it was pay per view. Like, I'm not going to pay for it. I'll just look at the
Look the
highlights
highlights.
online,
Yeah. Hmm.
like the Tyron Woodley fight, whatever. But if this is
Yeah, I
on
didn't
Netflix,
watch that.
like,
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it if it's on Netflix for sure. I'm actually getting together with some of my cousins, and we're going to
Yeah,
plan a whole night around it. Yeah, we're going
have
to
a
order
party.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah,
um,
that's fun. Yeah.
dude, like
I
for
miss
sure.
doing that. Yeah.
Don't you miss
Yeah.
that? Those were the good old days, man.
Yeah, we could just like a pay-per-view order, have
You
some free
share split the
beers.
pay per view, yeah, split the
Yeah.
cost, and or
And then
someone
just
buys the
always,
beers.
yeah, it's just pizza or wings. Everyone's
Yeah.
happy. Every guy's happy. That time
Oh
just have
man.
like wings and or pizza and a couple of beers, watching the fights. Yeah.
And the main card starts, and you get the Joe Rogan, and you get
Yeah.
John Anik, and met
Yeah.
Herb Dean back in the day. Like
Yeah.
John.
So much fun.
Was it John? Or the other
The other John.
John,
Second John. Second
the,
John.
the referee John, Big John Big John,
Yeah, Big
John
John
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Yeah.
Oh man, dude. Conor McGregor was
Yeah.
on. I was
Oh, yeah,
watching
it was
Conor McGregor's. So it was yesterday or the day before was 10 years to the day that Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo.
Although,
Or-
yeah, that is
or Jose Aldo.
He like skyrocket fame.
And I was there. I wasn't there, but I was watching it with my buddies.
You're watching it, yeah.
And
I wasn't
like,
watching it. Yeah.
the and then I read the comments underneath it because it was like a Reddit post, and they said you have to remember, like, because you're kind of tainted with everything that Connor's done since then, because he's crazy and like he's just falling
Yeah,
apart.
allegedly some what do you call this? Pharmaceuticals
Yeah,
products
let's say
involved. Yeah, let's just say yeah.
he's yeah, he's
Some focus enhancing
yeah.
focus enhancing. Yeah,
I don't. He's putting things in his body that aren't natural. So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
if you got to remember at that time, he was skyrocketing to fame, and that fight was the most hype fight. They don't hype fights like that in the UFC anymore.
Yeah.
Now they have maybe a press conference, maybe a face off, and then they fight. But this was like they did world tours, multiple
like a
press
year,
conference.
right?
It was a year
It's almost like a year, like-
because Aldo had to drop out, and then Conor fought the wrestler Mendez.
I think team Alpha Male. Yeah, I think
Mendez.
was it Mendez? Yeah, that's just. Sorry,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
interim.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So you got to think at that moment, from a betting standpoint, the true UFC fighters, fans knew that really Jose Aldo was the better fighter.
Yeah.
True, he had shown
He's
way
still-
more. He's a champ.
legend. Yeah.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Like he's at that point in his career had never shown much weakness at all. And all these new fans came in and put a bunch of money on Conor McGregor. That was like the stupid bet to make. Like,
Yeah.
you noob. Like, and the thing about fighting is when you get in someone's head, anyone can win a fight. And it showed that sometimes the favorite or the better fighter just doesn't win.
Yeah.
And that skyrocketed him to fame, 13 seconds. And all the Conor fans just rejoiced, and all the Aldo fans just shared his defeat and his pain. I mean, what a pivotal moment for the UFC. It was never the same again after that punch.
Yeah, especially they were doing like the Mystic Mac, where in the before the fight, you know, during the undercard, Connor was doing this. He was trying to. It was like he envisioned what Aldo's gonna do. He's gonna do the left hook. He was gonna step back and then left hook, and then that's what's actually happening. And then of course the editing afterwards was this video and then this video. Then Connor's talking those trash, like talking trash all the time, like the hype. So it's like he was. I think this, and if he lost that fight, of course he would get embarrassed. But like a lot of he did have a lot of haters back then because I think if you're a fan of the sport, like of course you're not gonna discount Aldo that fight, and then you have someone who's a trash talker. So I can even see those peers like rooting for Aldo, like oh Aldo's gonna teach this guys a lesson. He's like talking trash. The new guy is too cocky, and then what happens like 13 seconds, and then like everyone was like, "What?
Oh no!" And then it was
wow.
It took forever to unwind that explosion. Like it was this bomb that you could have dismantled at that moment, but once it let off, and then he went on to Alvarez and
that was my favorite fight for Conor. Like that combination. Okay, I watch it. I think it was pay-per-view that time, or I think it was in a bar. Like seeing that combination, like so good, especially when they tried to slow it down, where Conor was just outside. Alvarez punched. Like I think there's one time he got hit like just at the nose, and then he countered right away. Like that was like, oh, this guy is so
good. So that was his peak. Like
that the 150
he continued to peak shortly after, but like
I think that
he got. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I would argue that that's even like his best for me. Like that was his best. Like
because the Aldo fight deserved to go.
In terms of like in terms of like martial arts. I'm biased because I like tend to be like strike because I was a striker first. Muay Thai. When seeing that, I was just like, oh, that was so beautiful. Where the counter like that's like the ideal thing where how exactly the reach of the opponent is, and you can just counter. Like they say, like it's a game of inches, right? So it's not. It was even like touching. So like I was so amazed. Like how did you measure that this was enough, right? Not this one, but this one. This is enough for me. And then after this one, I'm gonna like. Of course, the combination is already in his head, or he practiced it. But how would you know that it's just if I can just do this and it's gonna be open? Like that was so. And then Alvarez's head was even like moving while he's getting hit. I remember like it was like he getting hit here, and then Conor was like following him. And then,
he was like advancing, and then he would follow him and stalk him. It was like a flow state that like he had exited.
He
his
was just
body.
locked in. Yeah, he was like locked in.
And man, like that gave me so much energy. That like kickstarted my jujitsu journey of like, oh man, I want to get involved. Like everyone was. And you didn't know some of the skeletons in his closet. He probably just didn't have them at that point. Like if Conor McGregor could truly focus on fighting and get rid of all the drugs and all the partying and all the it's weird because the showboaty money, like obsessed, like he always was like that. He just didn't have money for a while. And believe it or not, the Aldo fight was 18 months before, like it was only 18 months later that he had the Mayweather fight from the Aldo fight. So he quickly
was it 18? Yeah, it's like a lot of fights.
Yeah, he grabbed that and then you got Nate Diaz.
The train. It's like you just ride it until you can like maximize that. He did maximize his fame. That so time.
I guess it was inevitable he would crash and burn, but
it's probably part of it. It's one of those arguments where if you have that, I'm trying to think I'm pretty sure there's a quote in it where the craziness and the excellence, there's a very, I don't know how to say it, it's like they're very close.
Yeah.
I think I could even say that he wouldn't be that good if he wasn't really, partly like, because you need a lot of ego just to be at that level. And then when so it's so easy to get um it's so easy to believe so much in yourself, to think that, oh, this is not going to do something to me, taking
Yeah.
this, having being in this part is not going to do something to me, I conquer
Yeah.
the world already, those kind of thinking. So it's very hard to, like, because if you try to, if for me, if I try to imagine being in his shoes, you would almost feel like, because everything has went well so far, based on your decisions, based on the words you speak, right, about yourself. So it's almost inevitable for him to, like, I think, like you said, to crash, because he feels invincible, right?
Yeah. Before it was like, he's crazy. And then it was like,
Mm-hmm.
he's crazy. You know,
Yeah.
it's just, he was always crazy.
Yeah.
But you channel
Mm-hmm.
for good or channel for bad. Like, there's sociopaths out there, or psychopaths, whatever the word is, like people who don't feel
Yeah.
emotion. You could take that and you could kill people and be a serial killer, or you could take that and you could be like
Michael Jordan. Just,
Michael Jordan,
or
like
Tom Brady. Is
or
it
Tom Brady.
That's the
Like,
thing.
no,
Yeah, that's the thing.
he doesn't get nervous.
Mhm.
You know, he believes in himself a lot. So,
Yeah, it's almost
uh,
that self belief is so great that even if people think you're crazy, you have so much belief in yourself, and it turns out you actually can do it. Yeah.
yeah, and when
Yeah.
there's also danger in when you hit the peak. Like, a lot of us are on a journey towards success or fame or whatever it is that
Mhm.
drives us. That one of the most dangerous things is to accomplish that dream, especially early on in your
Mhm.
life, because where do you go from there? Like, what's next? You're now all of a
Mhm.
sudden empty, with no purpose. You conquered the world.
Yeah.
Now what? And
Mhm.
you you have nowhere else to go but down from there. So
Mhm.
achieving your dreams might actually be one of the most dangerous things to happen to a man.
Mhm. It's always, yeah. Because what's the next one, right? So what's the next one?
You
Um,
had to keep
I
setting
think this
those.
Chris Williamson thing. I think I've heard it from one of his podcasts, where it's always that the depression, like after that win, like after winning the, I think he was talking about. Oh no, I think it's Chris Williamson. He was a guest in Rogan, and then Chris Williamson was talking about this. I think it's they call this golf. What they call the tournament in golf, like world
Like the PGA,
yeah, PGA or
Masters.
something tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they always go with the next one. So it's the next competition, right? Because they say there's that depression after winning, because you have that dopamine when you were close to winning, and then you have it, reach it, and then afterwards, yeah, there's that crash. Because what you it has to your body has to compensate for something.
Yeah.
So then what's gonna happen, right? Because the high is too high, right? So the bar is too high that for you to reach at that moment, and then so what's gonna happen after? Of course, it's gonna balance out, right? So I think it's some champions have that depression. So yeah, so I think it's good for I think it's good for some sports where there's seasons, right? Like basketball, football. So I think they can have their motivation because it's a specific schedule. I
Yeah.
feel for those fighters, road, because they have to, it's a different schedule, and then it's the same thing where they reach that high, and then so what happens? So maybe that's, I don't know. I don't really know Connor, but maybe that's it, right? Because you're reaching that high, and then if it's not there, but you can um, use certain pharmaceutical stuff
Yeah.
to for you to reach that high. Maybe I'm just guessing because I haven't really.
Oh,
But
you're right.
it's
Yeah, I
a
mean, that's a tale as old as time. That's every
yeah.
famous person, or especially like rock stars. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
get the high from the stage, the glory, and then they come
Yeah,
down and,
the
like,
fame. Yeah.
how do you, oh, there's a drug that makes you feel that in seconds. And in fact, you have enough money to buy as much of it as you want. You want to just do that? Like, sure. Yeah, I can stay high. Everyone's human and susceptible to that. And I think if we're honest with ourselves, like we all kind of have that possibility inside of us of falling to the demons in your head or around you, or
gremlins. I've heard someone say that. Yeah, gremlins. Gremlins in there.
Yeah, they'll creep in. They'll find their way to you. But what kind of man are you? What do you want your legacy to be? You know, who are you going to surround yourself with? And are you going to define yourself by your successes, or define yourself as like, I don't want to seem too cheesy, but like the love that you share to people around you, or the effect you have on your community? Like, when you define yourself by feeling high, whether it's from drugs or from accomplishments, you'll never truly be satisfied. It'll never feel good. And a number in your bank account, you'll just want more.
Yeah, it'll
never be enough.
I remember having a conversation with coworkers about pay, and then I always say to them, like, it's always this term. Let's say there's in a year there's salary increases and stuff, and then I always say to like people younger than me, it's never really gonna be. It's always not enough, right? Where they say there's a salary increase.
Yeah,
it's always not. Yeah, it's always not. It's always not big enough. So it almost you always have to consider like how to maximize this one, like this much, because even if someone gives you this number, it's always like you're always gonna want, oh, if only it was this much, right? And then you see especially if you see things you want, see material things you want, there's always gonna be that voice in your head, like, oh, I want that.
The shiny
and
thing.
Then it's even useful to try to remember, yourself like years ago. Try to reflect on that. Like, you know what? Like years ago, I was even happy, like just having enough buying this. Let's say your favorite shoes. Like I remember, like way before, like I was so happy having that, and then you try to relate it to now. So you have that realization, like it's really not, like even if you have if it's a good year, like, oh, the salary increase is good this year, it's still like after a few months you're still gonna always think like,
you just absorb
still,
it.
Still not there. It's always gonna, it's not always
the
not
lifestyle
enough,
creep will always come back to haunt you. And the envy of being envious of others is it's a dangerous slippery slope. I'm not perfect, I find myself being envious, and
especially if someone brings it up.
But
if someone brings up this thing, and then, oh yeah, I could actually use that. No, I could. That actually works for me, but I didn't budget for that. But that actually that's actually good for me.
No, don't do it. No, try not to, at least. And I will sometimes. I was having this conversation with someone the other day where we're talking about. My company is very much like titles are super important. Like, are you a VP
really?
or a senior vice president, or an assistant vice president, senior level? And everyone's obsessed with titles, and everyone's obsessed with money. And there is a sweet spot of, I know we probably talked about this on the podcast, where there's a salary level where all your needs are met, and like that number can be different for everyone, especially like where you live. But beyond that level, it doesn't directly correlate to happiness. It's just more stuff, and it's just a lifestyle adjustment at that point, or more money in your bank account that you don't look at or need, really. The same goes for titles, I think, because you could take more money with a higher title, but you're giving up your free time. Like you're now working past 5, you're working 12-hour days, you're called in on a Saturday. There's more responsibility, there's stress that lingers in your brain that you
Just
can't
added
quantify,
stress. Yeah.
that stays with you because now this is my responsibility. And also at the senior level, they're the first people to get fired when things go wrong. Okay, who is in
Yeah,
charge?
it's
Oh,
your
he's gone.
yeah.
So the protection of being under, not truly being a decision maker, but making enough money to where I feel fulfilled. I'm really happy with where I am right now. And the gratitude is hard to remind yourself to do. I'm still ambitious and I still want to push forward, but I'm going to be very thoughtful about the next steps that I take in my career and make sure that I'm balancing what truly matters to me beyond a title, beyond a paycheck number. That it means less and less when you truly think about what makes you happy.
True. Even 'cause when I've heard that gratitude practice before, I was, well, of course I make jokes. I like making jokes. If our listeners don't know, I like making jokes. I haven't really made a joke. I really haven't made a joke. This podcast.
I don't know.
I was here.
I remember that.
No, I always make a joke like, oh, crying gratitude. And then turns out like after I heard it for the first time now. Then as you, I would say, grow older, that actually like makes sense. It's always good to, like, even those things that you already have or things that happen to you, it's actually beneficial to even just remember that, oh, I'm grateful for this. Like, even because sometimes I do this when I drive to work. I just do the, like, I thank you, Lord, thank you for being, for my ability to have my own car to go to work. It's more of a, just a reminder, like, even this is a gift. Like, this is already a luxury if you think about, like, if you look at yourself like years ago. So even if I've already had that car, like, I think 4 years now, 5 years, I always, like, even when I go down, go to the parking, like, yeah, thank you, Lord, because before I go to the religious route, like, oh, thank you, Lord, and then write it. I always try to add that, and it's actually helpful. When even before, like, when I heard like gratitude practice, like, what are these guys?
It seems ridiculous.
It seems like those hippie. I don't know. It's not. It's not. I don't mean it in a negative way. So it's more. At first, I thought it was just like you're just fooling yourself.
Yeah.
But it turns out you're not. You're actually helping yourself by reminding yourself how actually, you can say blessed, or if you're not on the religious route, how much achievements you actually, like, it's more like reminding yourself like you already did good this point, so appreciate it, and then you go, not really, neglecting it, and then just go to what's the next one, those kind of stuff.
And things like that, they always feel hokey or fake or uncomfortable when you don't mean it, when you don't truly in your heart believe it. Like if you're not a believer of to go the religion route, if you're not a believer in God and you go to church, it's going to feel like this is silly, or if you're saying gratitude phrases to yourself because someone told you to, like, this is stupid. But when you truly believe it in your heart, then you realize, like, oh, if you put belief behind it or intention behind it, with anything that you do, then you realize, oh, that's where it's coming from. It's for me, by me, helping me, and only I can take it seriously. And if you don't, then you don't. But it's one of those unfortunate parts of life that kind of only comes with wisdom in years lived, experience. You can try to tell a young person that, and some of them may catch on to it or store it in the back of their mind for a couple of years. But you always maybe you always come around to it when you need it most. Maybe that's probably the most positive way of looking at it. We're getting to that age now where you got to be helpful. And like, what am I going to be negative all the time? Like, what kind of waste of, yeah.